Good Vach, Shavua Tov, everybody. You know, with all the hate and negativity going around, we have to remind ourselves to be positive and do positive things. This story I heard just last week, and I've controlled myself and shared it with only one person till now, and you are the lucky guys. In the late 70s, early 80s, young couples were encouraged to go out when they had an opportunity and visit communities and bring some Judaism to these communities. And my in-laws, Rabbi Shaya Gansberg, Olav Shalom, his wife, Mrs. Goldie Gansberg, traveled out to the West, the Midwest, and they went in the summertime and they were invited to come back during the winter, during Hanukkah. And they had arranged for a little Hanukkah party to gather some Jews from rural regions. And they came and they made a public Hanukkah lighting and they celebrated. And one of the people there objected strenuously to the public lighting and why must we do things in public, and kind of ruined the atmosphere as much as he could. While there was a young lady there, her name was Evelyn, and she disagreed and said, we got to bring the Judaism out and in public and with pride. Anyways, the next day, this girl came and she was speaking with them. And what should she do, where she is, and where she is in life, and where she is physically? How can she add to her Judaism? She is inspired. And Mrs. Gansberg suggested that she should start lighting Shabbos candles. She gave her some candles to light, taught her how to do it. And Evelyn said, but besides working on the Indian reservation and helping them in some way, don't get paid much for that, so I work in a bar at night. So light Shabbos candles, then go to the bar and work doesn't seem to line up very well. And Mrs. Gansberg told her, you got to do the good things. You light the candles on time with a bracha. That counts. Whatever you do later, that's whatever. And they returned to Brooklyn, the Gansbergs, and many years went by. And one day, 18 years later, I believe, there's a phone call. And it's Evelyn. And she's working on her thesis. And her subject is, why do people choose to return to Yiddishkeit? And since she had, I think she said, Bli Ayin Hara, she herself had become religious and was married and had 4 beautiful children. And she felt a lot of the credit was owed to the Gansbergs. And she wanted to include their name in the thesis. And she wasn't sure how to spell Gansberg, which happens to be O-U-R-G. So she tracked them down to make sure this is the right people, how they spell their name. Could you imagine the feeling that a person you met at a random Hanukkah lighting in the God knows where has turned and reconnected to her people, etc., etc.? That's one little piece of advice. Light a candle, do what you got to do. It's a whole world. May Hashem help that we should light candles in our own lives and others, especially in these days. A lot of love, a lot of good things. Bring Mashiach fast. Have a great Vach.